good evening and welcome. We are tonight live in the Siemens Arena in Lithuania, where we've come on the biggest better tour of 2011. And the format, as ever, remains the same. 8 fighters from a mix of disciplines line up against each other in a knockout series. 3 rounds each fight. The winner of the event, the last man standing at the end of the night. And here's a reminder of some of the previous winners of this last 6 events. Some of the names and faces you might recognize: Bredis, Mazikin, Panov, Bakurin, Felin and Constantin, Eirik, who's in your picture. It was the boxers who prevailed last time we were in Lisbon a couple of months ago, when Constantin Eirik took home the check for $15,000 at the end of the night. Well, the aim for these guys is not only to win this event, but to get to the super final, which will be in December of this year, when all the winners of all the events will gather on one big night to find out who is bigger and who is the best. So there we are. We are, as we said, in the...
Ladies and gentlemen, is bigger better?
Right then, let's get a look then at the competitors who will be taking centre stage tonight. Alongside for the rides is Richie Woodall. We've seen a couple of these, and I mean, let's not make any bets about it. These guys aren't top 10 in the world or even in Europe, but for what it is, this is all about the event. 8 guys out there tonight, and the winner takes home quite a decent check.
Yeah, it's an exciting tournament, to be quite honest, and there's a very mixed bunch here tonight, very inexperienced, but I think what we've learned from watching these type of competitions before, you've got to just hold back a little bit in terms of your endurance. It's a, you know, you could be having 3 fights to win this tournament, so you can't just go blasting off in that first contest, because you've got to save a little bit and hopefully get through to the final, where you obviously win it.
They've got on board actually one of the legendary names in boxing as a coach, Don Turner, as a consultant. We don't exactly know what he consults on, but you know, he's been involved in putting together some of these matches, so let's hope that he's managed to put together a good event here for us tonight.
Number 7, live from the Siemens Arena in Vilnius, Lithuania. The first fighter from Stockholm, Sweden, is a world full contact champion, 1 m 95 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, Tofan Pirani.
centimetrų, 130 kilogramų, 24 metų kickboksininkas iš Danijos, Muhad Raid.
From Gomel, 286 amateur fights, 253 won, 1 m 94, 100 kilo. He is from Gomel, Alex Krishanovsky.
cm 97 kg 26 metų kickboksininkas ir boksininkas iš Lenkijos Tomas Serghei.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Lithuania, he's a kickboxer, 1m88, 96 kilos, Serghei Masloboiev.
Metro 78 cm, 97 kg, 27 metų, 9 kartus Rumunijos čempionas, boksininkas iš Rumunijos, Constantin Bejenaru.
And now from Krivin, Ukraine, 11 knockouts in 13 wins, for only 2 losses. He's a great fighter. 1m94, 107 kilos, Bejenaru.
Metro 85 cm, 98 kg, gimęs Turkijoje, šiuo metu gyvena Vokietijoje boksininkas Serghei.
Thank you, Mia. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Right, so the fighters are just making their way out at the moment to get prepared for the first bout then of the night. And as we said, it was the boxers that won out in the previous version. Constantin.
And now, ready for the second quarterfinal. The referee is still Mr. Steve Smoger. In the blue corner, 26 years old, is the 24 years old, is the youngest of the tournament. He is a kickboxer, 96 kilos, coming from Klaipėda, Lithuania. Serghei Masloboiev.
So here he comes in, Serghei Masloboiev of Lithuania. And he's had varied degrees of success in a multitude of different events over the years. World Kickboxing Heavyweight Champion, that was at the WKA back in 2007. Had a Baltic title. And that at light heavyweight in Muay Thai, that was also in 2007. And picked up a national title earlier on this year. Also performed in MMA. He's the MMA light heavyweight champion. He had some year in 2007, because that's when all his success has come. And he was the Lithuanian champion in 2009.
One of the most famous trainers of the history of boxing, Mr. Don Turner.
Don Trader, he'll like that. I think he's the same guy. I think he was the guy that called him Apron Pryor.
Yeah. In the red corner, 27 years old, 97 kilos, He is a 9 times national champion. He is a boxer. He is coming from Bacău, Romania. Constantin, Bejenaru.
He had a big amateur career, Bejenaru, fighting over 150 or so fights, won various national titles, European titles as an amateur. It'll be interesting to see how he copes with Masloboiev, because as you saw Don Turner in his corner, and he's been training up at Big Bear Lake in California, up in altitude. He'd been preparing for 6 weeks, or so he said, with his trainer, a guy called Emil Sanchez. So he's obviously taken it quite seriously, and he looks in good condition.
It's in good condition. Tall, rangy Masloboiev. This man, Bejenaru. The Romanians I've always seen him had a good national system, amateurs, very good, well-schooled amateurs. This fella, former European bronze medalist, 2006, so he's got some boxing ability.
In the blue corner, from Klaipėda, Lithuania, ladies and gentlemen, Serghei Masloboiev.
So nothing much to choose between the two of them. There's quite a height advantage for Masloboiev.
From Bacău, Romania, Constantin, Bejenaru.
It must have taken something to get Don Turner off his seat to get over here.
Yeah.
You might have remembered him being involved, of course, in those 2 great fights with Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. Another one against Lennox Lewis. It was funny, we were talking about Evander Holyfield before we came out. He's got another shot at the WBA title as he's fighting Povetkin in December.
Which is a really difficult fight. Povetkin's excellent, but yeah, it just keeps going, doesn't it? But I just wish he would call it a day. Yeah.
You just never know, do you? Because he needs something to raise him up, doesn't he? And everybody telling him he's got no chance is good enough. Now here, Masloboiev in the white, Bejenaru, the Romanian, in the red.
Yeah, good skills from Bejenaru here, this Romanian. Southpaw, fairly small, but looks quite skillful.
You always remember, what was it they used to say about Southpaws? What should happen to them at birth?
Oh, I'll tell you what, nightmare, isn't they?
Well, he's certainly not afraid, is he, to get out here and put the local favourite under some pressure. And Masloboiev might have Don Turner in his corner, but he hasn't been able to get going in this fight so far. He's up against an opponent that is just all over him like a rash, switching from body to head.
He looks in good condition as well, Bejenaru. And to win a European bronze as an amateur, you've got to have some boxing ability. So, I mean, this will suit him anyway. It's 3 rounds, just like an amateur contest, but he's landing well here. He's working well with his jab, his backhand also. He just comes forward, doesn't he, in 2s and 3s. He's very fast. So, yeah, I like the look of this Romanian.
The right hand of Masloboiev remains cocked and loaded, ready for the opportunity to unload, but he's not got anywhere near him yet.
No.
So far, the hand speed of the Romanian proving difficult for the Lithuanian to deal with, and he's not afraid to mix it up in there either.
Masloboiev, he caught his opponent there with a shot. He felt it, but he's got to watch what he's doing here, because as he's coming forward, he's leaving himself open for that left hand of Bejenaru.
Now, it's interesting in that you can hear the words of Don Turner coming across to Masloboiev, but the instructions being ignored at the moment. I think he's just in there looking for survival at the moment.
Well, he's telling him to try the uppercut, so he's obviously, what he's doing there is he's telling him to wait for the man to come in, then throw the right uppercut, and you can also finish on the left hook. But if you try and throw the right uppercut from a distance, you're going to miss the target. You've got to have the southpaw opponent walking onto it.
He didn't hear the bell.
He did the right thing, to be quite honest. You keep boxing until the referee says stop.
Well, that was a good opening round, that, for Bejenaru. As you said, the European bronze medalist making a good impression here.
Yeah, some good stuff early on in the round from Bejenaru. I like his style. He's not just a fighter, he's got fast hands, hasn't he? And he's got quite a lot of boxing skills as well. As we said earlier about the Romanians, great amateurs, working well to the body, switching it upstairs also. There's that right uppercut from his taller opponent, but he just failed to miss the target there. What's he
got to do? What's he got to do to take? I mean, apart from the obvious, which is land a big shot on him to just slow him down. But what's the game plan for Masloboiev? What's Turner going to be telling him to do?
Yeah, I think he's got to sit on his back foot. He's got to wait for his opponent to come, work with the jab, wait for your opponent to come, then throw the right uppercut, as Turner has suggested in that, and then finish on the left hook. If he tries to lead with that shot, he's going to miss the target and he'll walk onto counters.
So Masloboiev of Lithuania in the white, Bejenaru, Romania in the red. Bejenaru with the opening round in the bag. Masloboiev cannot afford to lose a second round.
See, the problem for an orthodox fighter, Tim, against the southpaw is the distance between himself and his opponent. If you've got a southpaw who sits back, he can be a nightmare because your rear hand, your right hand, will always fall short. That's why it's best to wait for him to come forward, which he's doing. Then he's got a better chance to land that right uppercut.
So again, he finds himself backed off into the corner, and it's that whirlwind, that hand speed of Bejenaru that's keeping him just on the ropes and concentrating on his defensive work rather than anything too offensive at the moment. But he's going to have to do something soon.
Yeah, he's being outworked here. Bejenaru, his work rate is good. He switches the attack, he throws his punches in clusters, he's not lazy, so yeah, and he's got boxing ability. See, that's when Masloboiev should be coming back with that right hand.
But again, 4 or 5 punches coming Masloboiev's way before he can actually throw one in return, and it's simply the number of punches that have scored for Bejenaru that are swinging this round again in his direction.
Masloboiev, he's got to close the gap down. You either go after your man or you sit back and let him come. Now Bejenaru, he's coming forward, so he should be able to launch that right hand counter.
Crowd getting whipped up behind us. We get some support going for Masloboiev, but he's not giving them anything really to cheer about so far.
No, he's not working hard enough, is he?
Oh, taking a good left hook there. He just didn't see it coming.
No. If you look at Bejenaru as well, he moves his head. It's quite difficult to actually hit unless he comes forward like that. That's when Masloboiev has got to be more precise with his punches, more accurate as his opponent's coming forward.
Well, so far the night is belonging to the boxers, as opposed to those from any of the other disciplines. We're looking at a former heavyweight champion from the well, the world kickboxing heavyweight champion from 2007 in the white trunks. Now he's on the front foot. It doesn't take too long to put him on the back foot, though, does it?
It's a shame for Masloboiev. He's making his debut, obviously, and he's in against a tricky opponent here.
Yeah, nod of appreciation then.
He's got the physique, the Lithuanian. He's definitely got the physique to do something, but he doesn't know how to tackle this southpaw opponent.
Well, he's got one more round to do it.
Bejenaru, he's very, very clever. Works very hard. Look, he waits, he picks his punches. Bit scrappy there, but he generally waits on that back foot, waits for the openings, and then he'll spring the attack, throwing 3s and 4s. I like his style.
Yeah, and he's good to watch. These events always need people like this. Come out and make an immediate impression.
You have to remember, Nick, sorry Tim, he had 150 amateur fights, Bejenaru, you know, and he's probably fought for Romania as an international, so, you know, he's an international, I would say he's an international boxer. Well, he obviously is, he's won that European bronze medal, so he's had a lot of experience.
And this is a big night for him, because there's probably as big a paycheck as he's ever seen at the end of it, and that is what he wants to be part of. Now Masloboiev in the white. He's got 3 minutes to try and turn this round in his direction. And the only thing you can suggest is that he's got to stop Bejenaru if he's going to win it.
He's got to now bring him on those right hands. Bejenaru is still coming forward, so he's still open to a right hand counter.
You can see poor old Mia in the background, trying to whip the crowd out to get behind their man, but he's having a tough night of it out here against this Romanian.
Masloboiev is boxing better now, he's being more confident, he's trying to come forward. Trying to launch that right hand, but he's not accurate enough with it. And he's still just a little bit too far away. Look, see, falls short again.
If this was a 12 rounder, we'd be sitting there saying, yeah, and he'll be coming on strike. But by about the 7th or 8th round, it'd probably swung round in his direction. Well, that's the first right hand that's landed. Did it shake him? A little bit, it opened him up, but did that left hand put him down? No. Well, this is all action. I don't think you can complain about the entertainment value, and this is what this event is all about.
Masloboiev, he knows he's got to go forward now, does he? He knows he's losing. His corner would have told him, you've got to stop this kid or knock him out. You've got to go for it, son. That's what they would have said to him.
Just over a minute remaining of the final round here. Well, he's come out of his shell a bit in this round, Masloboiev, but it's not enough.
Yeah, experience has told though, Tim, here. That was a little bit better. He's been against a tricky opponent who's won those first 2 rounds.
Yeah, he's getting a bit cocky now as well.
Yeah. Well, he's a tidy little boxer, Bejenaru. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, he's just teasing his man there, and then he just lays back and makes his opponent miss.
He was clearly up late last Saturday night, Sunday morning, watching another guy do that.
Yeah. Now he's just teasing. He's acting as a counter-puncher now, Bejenaru. Wants his man to fall short with the shot.
Well, final flourish, but it isn't going to happen. This has been a 3-round straight win for Bejenaru. He's won every round. And he's finishing in really, really cocky, confident, arrogant fashion. Lovely. And he deserves it.
Lovely boxing.
Yeah, enjoying his moment. And there's a nod then. He knows he's been beaten. Masloboiev. Well, he's got a cut there as well, but he's expended plenty of energy in the process there as well.
It's a shame, because it's just look at the draw there. I mean, he's just drawn a very good boxer there in Bejenaru. And this fella, I think we'll see him in the future somewhere along the line, but he was outworked. Bejenaru just had a little bit too much for him. His boxing ability much better. A bit scrappy as he's coming forward there. But in general terms, he was the better boxer throughout the contest. Masloboiev came back into it in that last round. He had a better last round, but he certainly lost the contest.
So let's get the decision then, which should be not too difficult.
Now the decision. Winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Constantin Bejenaru.
A sporting reaction from Masloboiev, and Bejenaru will go into the semi-final. Next up we have Bejenaru against Serghei. We're going to take a short